This video, I'm going to show you the easiest way to destroy mid blitz in college football 26. This is bunch tight end. You can find this in a lot of different playbooks. I'm in the Bowling Green playbook right now. And we're going to be going over just a simple mini scheme here. The plays you want to have is halfback off tackle. You want to have the RPO alert bubble. And then you really can do whatever you want with the rest of the plays. I personally really like slot flat routes. So whether that be from the play X spot, whether that be from the play stick, really it doesn't really matter to me. Just what the slot flat route is all you need. And then I'll show you this little mini scheme. So first and foremost, when they run mid blitz on you, one of the easiest ways that you can take advantage of this when they're playing mid blitz is just throw the bubble screen. The bubble screen is really good this year, and it's really good against mid blitz. You're going to be able to basically just spam this, especially if they're not pressing. As you can see, we're able to just, kind of take advantage of the defense like this. I'll show it to you again. I'll press up. And normally on press, you can still throw this really well. One of the best tips for this RPO is you want to run this when your running back is on the right side of the quarterback. If you run it flipped, it's honestly just not as good. And if they are pressing you, you're going to notice too when they run mid blitz that the safety is going to be matched up on this dude here. And so this is going to open up some other passing lanes for us, which is why we have this play X spot in our audibles. So if they are using a safety, right, what we can do here is we're just going to set our pass protection to base. We're going to drag this inside or this outside bunch receiver. We're going to stem this corner all the way down. I like to block my running back and ID this right side guy. And then with the tight end, you can really do whatever you want in terms of mid blitz. One of the best, I think, adjustments is to simply just post the tight end. I don't think it has to be anything too complicated. What you're going to see is against cover zero, though, this little slot flat route is going to be really, really good against the cover zero defense. We'll show that again. And again, you could just put the tight end on really anything. Doesn't really matter. What you'll see here, boom. You see how you get that natural pick, natural rub, and this just kind of pops mid blitz really, really easily. Now I'll show you another combo that I think is really good specifically against mid blitz. So what a lot of people do when they're playing this out of nickel is they'll shade outside. But what you might not know is in bunch type sets like this, when we motion this receiver on the left side, it's going to actually go ahead and move the slot corner a step to the inside. So what I like to do here is we're just going to stem this receiver all the way down. You could put this slot receiver here on a little speed out and stem him all the way down, and then really can do whatever you want. I think one of the best ways to take advantage of mid blitz is to utilize a tight end apprentice drag and a running back Texas, because every route's going to beat man. And then we're going to motion block this receiver over here to the right. And as you can see, that corner route is going to get open. I don't know what happened there on the right side. We'll try to show that one more time. So again, if I stem this all the way down, if I put the speed out there, and you could also just block the tight end. If you don't want to like mess with all that, you can easily just motion a drag over like this, and you're kind of fine. I just want to mainly show you this this corner route on the right side. As you see, he just roasts the man coverage, and it's going to be super free, because that slot corner is going to move to the inside so much within this play. Another really easy way to take advantage of, kind of a mid blitz type of defense is to go to the play halfback off tackle. You can either run it like stock like this, and it's almost like a stretch outside zone type of run, which is really good. Or the other thing that you could do with this run is you could kind of mix in some motion snapping. I think one of the best ways to do that is to go to the motion over again of this guy, because he's going to be moving that guy over. And then now you're just going to have one less guy that can stop you. And as you can see, this just makes this run, really, really good against bunch tight end or against mid blitz. So those are a couple of my favorite plays for attacking mid blitz. Another one that I really like here is because this inside bunch receiver is not pressable, you could go to a play like mesh dig that has him on a crosser. Again, the pass pro for mid blitz is to go base protection, block the running back, ID this right of screen linebacker, and then this crosser is going to just destroy mid blitz. I think one of the best little underrated, kind of combinations here that we could do is we could take advantage of that slot receiver on a corner route like this, and then I'll just put this guy here on a slot fade if you want to. And then what you're going to see is if they were mid blitz, that crosser is going to consistently get really nice separation against that player. And I'll show that again. The other thing about this that I just think is super, super effective against mid blitz is just the formation itself. Like the RPO bubble, one other thing I forgot to mention about this is you can do that same kind of concept. So we can just motion this guy across, And then now, again, we're just one-on-one with that player. If we break a tackle, we're going to be in a really good spot. But that RPO bubble is really, really difficult to stop. And then the mesh dig with the crosser, you can actually also go with a base protection and more of a zone killer. What's nice about this play is that this little drag route is really good against press man. So you have a really nice press man drag route. You have kind of a delayed in route. You could also just return route this guy as well, either way. And you're just going to see, look how good this circle receiver gets separation. And then you've got those two underneath routes as well that can pop the man coverage. So there's just a lot of different ways that you can manipulate the mid blitz meta. I think one of the easiest though is just run this halfback off tackle. If you know they're going to be motioning over like this is just a really, really free run to be able to use against any kind of mid blitz defense. It's going to be super hard for them to consistently stop you. Another thing that they might do is if they're tired of pressing you, this is really good against off coverage man. This RPO is a little bit better against off coverage. So you can have that in your arsenal as well. So again, just with a couple of simple plays here, you break one tackle, which we know how the broken tackles are, you're going to have a ton of success. Another really good way to take advantage of the mid blitz meta is when they start to bring this guy here. As you see, he's going to be manned up on the tight end. And so what a lot of times they'll do is they'll man this guy up on the tight end, and then they'll reman this guy up on the running back. The problem is, if we were to have a play like that play I was just showing you, mesh dig, where we take the running back, put him on a streak, and we're going to go base protection and actually put the tight end on a block, we're going to be able to pick up the blitz. But again, now we've got them, kind of mismatched. And so the user has to be, kind of moved out of the gap here. And then they're going to have a lot of crisscross stuff, and even if they do, reman it up properly, you're still going to have a lot of options. But as you can see, if they bust a coverage, we're able to just take the top off of the defense with the running back streak. So all in all, this is a great little mini scheme that can just do a really good job of being able to attack the mid blitz meta in college football 26.